find rivalries across the fruity plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will have the first possession of the game. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently against Carson Beck. Big reason why Carson Beck did not turn it over in this game last season. That had been a problem for him early in the year. Auburn's...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. But he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Hard running there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to fire on second down. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
He'll pull it on the read. Got a little space. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Wants to go up top. Fires it incomplete. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The give on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frazier. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him! And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Gets it out fast. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He'll pull it down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Looking for room, it's Frazier. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Branch. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Alston. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hit the sweet spot on that one, and that'll kick you out of trouble. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab at the 30. Open spaces. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The extra point here would tie the game. Oh, and he hit the upright. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the